Hey guys, today I'm going to do a little bit different video. I'm going to talk about one of my projects, my sort of craft thing that I've been doing, and I'm going to show you what I did, and it's kind of a mini tutorial, but it's like, so I'm just explaining, but it's not like a full tutorial. So here we go. And what I did was, I customized some pop figures. So here you can see I have two different pop figures that I customized. This one you can see, Dr. Temperance Brennan from the TV show Bones, one of my favorite shows of all time, honestly. My favourite forensic anthropologist, and Amy Pond, or Amelia Pond from Doctor Who, the companion to the 11th Doctor. So you can see, and I customized these because obviously, you know, Pop Funko isn't selling these, which is horrible, and they really should, but, you know, Bones ended this year, there's no chance probably then that they're going to make pop figures of Bones, so I decided to make one. And then for Amy, I heard that there's plans that they're bringing in an Amy because there's some kind of picture on the side of the first Doctor pop figure box, but I don't know, that just seems so uncertain, and if they were going to have an Amy figure they would have announced it, and why so far after the Roy figure? So either way, I made my own Amy figure, and so I'll explain what that is, what I've done here with these. First I'll explain with Amy. So this one, I just took one pop figure from a show. This is the box came from. I don't know what show this is. It's just called Alias, some kind of character named Sydney Bristow, but I don't know. Let's see. This is what she looked like originally. She had this bright red hair. Not ginger hair, she had more red. And at first I was thinking of keeping it because I was lazy to paint it, but then I decided, you know what, that would look too fake. It would look horrible, so I painted her this sort of gingery red. It looks kind of pink, but at least better than that monstrosity. That's not Amy's hair, honestly. So I took this doll and I just painted it, and you can see the details. Here you can see, here's the little details I did. Here's her body. I didn't have a scarf. This figure doesn't come with a scarf, so I just painted it on, which looks weird because it's so flat. Then she has her fingerless red gloves. Then she has her jacket. Again, it's painted. It's not really three-dimensional from her shirt, but still pretty good. And then her shirt and this nice light little lavender. And her pants, and of course her cowboy boots. And this little thing here looks weird, but that's because I had this doll. For some reason the pop figure dolls need to have terrible posture and terrible standing ability, in that if you look at this, this is a piece of foam. You can see that's not the same, but because someone, whoever was making this doll, made this leg shorter than this one. You can tell how that went. It's coupled with this gigantically heavy head. This isn't a normal pop figure. This is supposed to be this light hollow, but this is like, you could kill someone with this. That's how heavy this is. I mean, I don't know if you could kill someone with this. And so basically whenever I'd put this up, the tiniest bit of wind, it would fall over. So I had to put some foam there, and I painted it because, whoops. And that already fell, but I mean, I was only holding it. So, but that definitely is much better now. Although I should probably paint that too. There's a little glue bubble that got painted and then I took it off. But anyways, and also here's the back. Sides. So just, if you want to make an Amy, you can just do like this. You could do any, not any Amy design on this, but try to do like her long pants design. I wanted to do her, the Impossible Astronaut, but her sleeves are too long. See? Like where they end on the actual 3D figure. So that wouldn't have worked for Amy because I really love her cute little like 3/4. It should have ended like right here. But if you want to do that, you could do that. But any like episode that she has like long sleeves and long pants, this is not, you can't convert this to a skirt. But otherwise this is good. I didn't color her eyebrows, they stayed the same. And they look basically the same. Which is really weird. She had really bright, unnatural red hair, but then natural ginger colored eyebrows. Okay. Anyways, if you want to do that, remember this is what it came in. And it was $7.50 on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, it's an add-on item. Really cheap. And if you want like one doll, this is all it takes. You just one doll, paint it. And if you have a Roy figure, then that's perfect. If you have Roy, 11, and Amy, come on, that's amazing. Which I showed you earlier, and her head popped off, but I didn't glue it on yet. But that's the point. You may be like, wait, why is her head falling off? Because this isn't one doll. It's one doll, but it's not the original one doll. For this, I took two dolls. I took Sarah Jane from Sarah Jane Smith from Doctor Who. I took her head from, you can see, but I took the body from this Olivia from iZombie, and you can see it's the same body but painted. Also, I chopped off on this side, she's holding this weird cylinder, but I cut that off here, and she has a stub of a hand, and on top of that I glued the skull. The only part about this pop figure that's hard to do, this DIY, is that the skull didn't come from either any of the Funko Pops. You'd have to own this Sherlock doll. This is where the skull came from the Sherlock doll. And at first I was kind of like, why would I want to sacrifice it? But honestly, come on. Bones is bones and skulls and stuff. Sherlock has a skull, what, once in the episodes, and then that's it. So, you know what? Besides, he has a phone, he has a violin, he has more than enough over there in my little Sherlock corner. But so basically, what I did was I had the doll, I separated their heads, and this you can look it up. I put the both their heads in really hot water. This big mug of water that I have, and a little bit less than boiling, for like 3-5 minutes, then take it out, dry it, and then slowly sort of unchink it, you know, pull it away. And remember to pull it away here, where this ring is, and then that seems kind of hard, but that's actually pretty easy. The hard part is, I didn't realize this when I made it, that these discs, the thing about Pop Funko, I don't know who makes these dolls, but there's no, like, reference size or anything. So this disc for the Olivia was actually bigger than the whole head hole for Sarah Jane Smith. And so you can see how crudely I used a knife to chip away at the sides. I actually had to do two things. I had to chipped here, so you can see this is thinner. This should usually be a bit thicker, like up here. And also I made the size of it. This isn't a perfect circle, so I chipped around here too. And so that way it would be like, whoops. And I mean, if you just keep it upright, then you can't see it. It's just in the shadows. So, but that's what I'd do. That's a bit more, bit harder. I mean, if you are okay with a knife, then you can do that. Honestly, what I wanted to do for this was to use the Cosima Niehaus doll from Orphan Black, but as soon as I decided to do this plan, guess what happened? Pop Funko decided to vault all the Cosima dolls. Or at least vault the dolls, meaning no more. They'd stop production, which means every single doll in existence is now like quadrupled in price. And I just didn't want to have to shell out $60 for a doll that I'm gonna have to break into pieces, you know? And I have a Cosima doll, but I didn't want to sacrifice that just for Brennan, you know? Plus I'd want more female scientist figures, not less. I actually did the cutting as last. I did first the painting. You can see the painting of the body here. So here's the, you know, and for the, for some areas I had to do like this part that looks like the jacket. This actually was part of this hoodie she was wearing. I had to paint that white and then I painted it blue because it was actually originally red. So I had to do that. But then the rest is just pretty easy. I'm most proud of her boots. Her boots are really cute. And I did a lot of thick paint so you can't really see the lace too much because Brennan doesn't have lace up boots, but yeah. Also, one last thing, but which is kind of weird for Pop Funko because usually these details are either paint or just 3D plastic, is that I did this necklace out of actual glass beads. And I decided to paint a necklace would be terrible, so I made one, which is quite cute. It's kind of bland, actually. It doesn't stand out from the figure that much, but these are the ones that I had, but they're good too, they're natural. Colors, which is like what Brennan would use in her necklaces. And so yeah, here's this Bones doll. So probably one final little story, although this is probably boring to you by now, is that I originally, after my Cosima plan failed for Brennan, I always had Sarah Jane's head in mind for Brennan because it's perfect, come on. Her hair color, her face, and even though she has bangs, in season 6 she did have bangs, but after Cosima, I got the Amy doll, well, the Sydney Bristow doll before I made her into Amy, and I was like, let's do this because at least she has a plain body, so that would be easy to configure. Guess what? No head disc. Honestly, Pop Funko, what is their choices? They're like, let's give the dolls random disc sizes, let's give them no discs, let's make their heads heavy as concrete, let's make some of them just bouncy and like bobbleheads. I don't even know. Honestly, why is it so? Anyways. After that plan failed and I couldn't find anything online about how to remove the head off a doll with no disc, and I also figured that there'd probably, even if I could remove the head from this, how am I going to reattach the body to a head that has to have a disc, so I decided not to do that. I was thinking then of selling this, but then I realized, in fact it's funny, I went on Amazon and Google looking for like redhead Pop Funko for like half an hour, because I was like, well, I want to make an Amy doll, and I had this whole time, like, after that time, then I was like, wait a minute, I have a doll, I can make it Amy. And then I repainted her head anyway, so the redhead pop didn't matter, but it's still good. Her hair's cute. It's kind of flat, honestly, because Amy's hair is nice and bouncy and cute, but this is good too. I should probably glue her head to her body, but honestly, I don't know, I'm kind of lazy. I'm lazy to do a lot of stuff, but even though it's not how exactly I wanted it to start with, I wanted to use Cosima as the body for this, it still turned out really well. I like it. Plus, I guess Cosima would have been bad in some ways. For some reason, they have the Cosima doll really skinny, which is like, why? You know, like, Brennan isn't skinny, but she's not, like, fat. She's just regular woman size. But then you have these really skinny dolls, and I'm like, that's not realistic. So at least this is a bit more realistic. And this glove, this is the actual color that it came with, so it came with these cute gloves. That's cute. And I'm also going to have all the Pop Funkos that I bought in the description. I forgot to mention, these two are also both very cheap. This one was $7.50 I think as well on Amazon, add-on item if you have Prime, and then this one I think as well was like $10 I think, $10. I'll put them down in the description so you can check all of these out if you want to make any of them yourself. If you're new to Pop Funko customization, I know I kind of am. This was the first time I actually painted. I actually have some other dolls, some Merlin and Arthur from BBC's Merlin that I customized, but I didn't paint those. I actually just sewed little outfits for them. But this is my first time that I actually painted and customized some dolls, and I'm really happy with the result. I would say if you're starting out into doing this though, unless you're good with a knife, maybe don't start with the Brennan one, because that one was tricky. Or unless you have a Cosima doll that, if you have a Cosima doll that you're fine sacrificing, you're like, who cares about Orphan Black, that's silly, then, but you want to make a Brennan doll, then that's fine, do that. I haven't checked if the disc sizes are the same. I assume that they are. If it works, then yeah, and if you already have one. Otherwise, this is a bit confusing, but if you're okay with a knife, if you think you can take the challenge, then yeah, you could try that out. The Amy one also is really good, though if you do get an Amy one, maybe check out about her posture. If her posture is terrible, then just do what I did. You take a little piece of foam, the same size as the shoe, same, you know, you trace the shoe around some felt foam, cut it out, glue it, and then you've got yourself some support for her to stand. This has been really long, me talking. When I do these videos, they're just really long of me talking about stuff, because I don't know. Once I get started talking, I just can never finish. Anyways, also I want to mention I'm wearing these kind of spooky Halloween getup. Low-key, I'm making some videos this month of just me showing my face, just because I want to show more Halloween outfits that I'm wearing. So, but anyways, look at these gloves, aren't those cool? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel for some more great videos, especially for this month for Spooky Week, Spooky Sunday, not Spooky Week. I think I said Spooky Week in one of my other videos, and I actually shouldn't, because that's the and Phil's thing that they have on their gaming channel, but that's in my head all the time, so I just said Spooky Week. No, Spooky Sunday, where every Sunday leading up to Halloween, I'm going to post a Halloween video. Now, this is like the last week before Halloween right now, so next Sunday will be one more Spooky Sunday video, but then I'm actually going to post a bit more as well after that, and then on Halloween I have one really great special treat for all of you, this big project that I've been working on. Honestly, I only started working on it like a couple days ago, even though I have to film it in like a week, but I'm lazy. Anyway, please comment below if you have any questions for me about the customization, about whatever, compliment my outfit, I don't know, whatever you want, comment, please comment below if you have anything to ask me or just to say. And thank you for watching my video. Hope you have a great day. Stay tuned for Halloween. I'll see you next time. Bye!